In the metric system, we measure lengths with millimeters, centimeters, meters, kilometers. Okay? Adelina, show me where 1 millimeter is.
1 millimeter. This is 1 millimeter is the yellow line. The blue line is 10 centimeters.
10,
10 millimeters.
which is equal to 1
centimeter. 1 meter, a height of the back of the chair.
It's about the height.
About the height.
So if you think of from the floor to the top of the chair, that's about 1 meter. Now, kilometer is the largest unit of measure for length in the metric system. And a kilometer is like leaving Milan Village School and going over to the airport. That's a pretty long ways, isn't it? So there are a lot of meters that fit into a kilometer. Adelina, this picture gives you an idea of about how big a millimeter, a centimeter, and a meter is. A millimeter is about the width of a dime, so as thick as a dime is, that's not very big at all. And we can fit about 10 dimes in the width of a paperclip. The width of a paperclip, it would be about 1 centimeter. So if we were going to guess or estimate, which we do in math a lot, we would think a centimeter is about the width of a paperclip, and a millimeter is about the thickness of a dime, which is not very big. And then 1 meter is about the height of the back of a chair. Now, if we're going to measure this water bottle, I could choose to use millimeters, centimeters, meters, or kilometers. But because your water bottle, Adelina, is not very tall, we're going to measure it in centimeters with a ruler. We could measure it in millimeters, but it would take a little bit longer. So if I were to measure this in centimeters, I'd take my ruler and measure it that way. Meters would be much too big, and so with kilometers. So centimeter would be the best way to measure this. In this example, it says to estimate the key based on the paper clips laid next to it. So I'm going to look at this key and I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is about 8 paper clips, which is equal to about 8 centimeters. So if I'm going to estimate, which is about how long this key is, each paper clip is about the same size as a centimeter. So this key would be about 7 centimeters. Here's the same key measured with a ruler, and I can see that my estimate of 8 centimeters is pretty close to being correct, because this key is about 7.5 centimeters, or 7 centimeters and 5 millimeters, and if I round 7.5, it's pretty close to this 8 mark, so I know that my estimate was correct.